Итак, всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Ajay. По техническим причинам не получилось запустить Watch Dogs 2. Почему-то что-то здесь у нас не записывает. Но эта проблема решаема, потом решим. Так вот, как и обещал, Alan Wake, прохождение, игрушку, в которую я вообще не играл. Так сказать, сейчас поиграем, посмотрим. Ну что, вперед.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Так, какого-то мужичка он сбил. Что сейчас будет? Конечно, мне не нравится то, что здесь нет полной русской локализации. Было бы, конечно, намного удобнее, чем нежели читать эти долбаные субтитры.
I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Эпизод 1. Кошмар.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Так, посмотреть наверх. Источник света. Нет. Так, параметры камеры можно поменять в настройках. Используйте, чтобы ходить. Shift, чтобы бежать. Стигнута контрольная точка.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Так, нам нужно добраться до маяка. Там что такое?
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Пожисками термосы подняты. Еще надо термосы эти долбаные походу собирать, но мне нафиг никому не нужны. Так. Alan Wake. Опа.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you could just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Ё-моё.
You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for.
Ладно, не будем обращать внимание на этого психа, он Alan Wake везде разыскивается. Так. Контрольная точка. Так, это типа как обучение, да?
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Беги, Алан, беги. Пока, конечно, ни черта не понятно, блин. Сейчас посмотрим. Блин, куда чат пропал? Сейчас. Бегу внутрь. Работает.
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Дверь закрыта.
Was a death trap. I had to get out.
Вот куда здесь выбраться-то? Совершенно некуда. Жизни вообще не осталось.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Так, значит, свет у нас тут восстанавливает здоровье за место аптечки, я так понял.
I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand? No. Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Берем.
Good. You've done well.
Что, здесь прицела нет, что ли? Вот неудобно, черт.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Так, добраться до маяка. Усиление яркости быстрее слепляет врагов и выжигает тьму. Все, даже стрелять не надо было. Быстро. Ух ты, ё. Так, переключайте оружие. 1, 2, 3. Понятно. Ну, ракетница, я думаю, нам пока. Давайте воспользуемся. Что это такое? Так она, считай, по ходу дела всех практически быстро убивает, да? Короче, весь прицел, это нужно, я так понимаю, смотреть просто, как луч света на него, тогда ты будешь попадать.
I can keep this up forever.
Че, бежать, что ли? Бегу, бегу.
Shh, baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Значит, это был сон.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Это какая-то баба, конечно, страшноватая. Ух, как красиво здесь. Да. Поезд проехал.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Итак, Alan Wake находится, я так понял, про сюжет из Википедии, в творческом кризисе. Сюда приехал, так сказать, впечатляться. Как это называется? У этих людей-то. Вообще попозировали, да, блин? Тихий, уютный, красивый городок. Да, красиво очень. Даже в этой игре.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
Так, творческий кризис, творческий подъем.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Погнали.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin
Do
layer
me a
of skin.
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep.
А он встать уже не может, да, старик?
Yeah. Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes. This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fan. Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Ты чё, есть мистер Стаки?
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Интересно.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
Ладно, хватит с ними
The
базарить.
Andersons, they're local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Даже кофе как быстро, оперативно.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Вот он и Стаки. Получается, нам
That diner was a real
кто хоть ключи-то дал бы.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Так, ну вот мы и приехали.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Так, у жены боится темноты. И нам
Are you
подсунули
sure you read the directions right?
совершенно вообще другой дом. Это уже мне понятно стало.
Not on it.
И, короче, жди беды по-любому. Вороны летают, бля.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside. On.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Включить питание.
Anyone here?
Your fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into it.
Так, а куда нам идти-то?
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Пошли уже какие-то флешбеки.
I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Сейчас найдем. Эта картинка мне уже показалась знакомой. Я, по-моему, в самом начале ее
The
видел.
cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
1970 год. Да, староватый календарик. Так. Термос с кофе.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Так, распределительный щиток, наверное, вон там. Так что надо было обратно выйти. Что там? Тоже смотреть можно было. А, это опять по второму разу.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Чего себе генератор развалится скоро на запчасти вообще. Ладом дышит. Так, ну что, готово, да?
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Так, вернуться к Элис. Да, быстренько так стемнело тут. А генератор все равно наладом дышит.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Иду.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
В кабинете. Да, немножко с управлением тут.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you
Damn
past...
it, Alice, everyone
Hey,
keeps...
just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Да, наехал на жену просто так, что подарил ему эту долбанную пишущую машинку писателю. Логично, да? А у него творческий кризис. Из-за этого так психовать.
Alice? Alice? Alice?
Ну что, вот оно и начинается, да?
All the lights were out.
Alice!
What the hell?
Да бегу я. Бегу.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Чё, на воду упала?
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Чё-то ни черта пока непонятно. Ладно, думаю, по сюжету дальше можно будет разобраться.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Так.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Так, добраться до бензоколонки. Машина рухнула. Красиво все, но графика, хотя игра старая, 2010 года. То есть уже 7 лет и графика довольно симпатичная.
Hello?
Блин,
Someone there?
играешь, и тебя отвлекают вот эти заставки.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Угу. Так.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Так, а это что у нас?
Departure by Alan Wake.
Прикольно. Блин, вот этот долбанный YouTube, конечно же, поддостал. Название вбил Alan Wake, а показывает Watch Dogs 2. Что за хренотень? Непонятно. Ладно, пройдем уже до конца эту часть и закончим сегодня.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Попал в аварию.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Сотовый телефон сломался. Такая что, лесопилка, да? Оп.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen,
Deposit.
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Так.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Привет. Watch Dogs 2 потом. Остался из старого списка, она почему-то, блин, не убралась. Долбаный YouTube.
It's the latest thing.
Блин, какая-то игрушка, играешь, минуту поиграл, 2 минуты заставка.
Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Так, револьвер, фонарик.
I wasn't about to open the door, as long as I was liable to catch an axe with my forehead.
Trying.
Так, телефон.
It's the latest thing.
Yes.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
One stone.
Блин, экран весь трясется, вообще неудобно. Ё-моё, блин.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Так куда идти-то, блин? О, одна ракетница есть.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Блять, что-то паром кидается. Так, что здесь? Батарейки Energizer, да? Так.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Watch Dogs там надо будет поднастроить. Почему-то ОБС сначала его видел, потом вообще перестал видеть. Не знаю, я мучился. Опять флешбэк с какой-то теткой.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Так. Что хоть радар есть куда идти? Ну, в принципе, даже видна эта бензоколонка. Вроде до нее уже совсем недалеко.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Так, куда теперь идти-то дальше-то, блин? Они еще гады телепортируются.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Так, припасы, батарейки. О, сколько батареек, отлично. Надеюсь, хватит. Блять, не ту кнопку нажал. Так, что нам сюда подняться, наверное, надо, да? Он даже маркер указывает, куда идти. Круто. Сетекен. Нажимай. Батарейки. Сколько батареек много сразу. Да, эти следы, походу, просто указывают место назначения там секретных мест. Батареек, там еще всякой хрени. А не куда идти надо.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Так.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Заколебаешься искать. А вот он, генератор. О. Блин, здесь вообще стрелять неудобно. Да, с управлением, конечно, немножко здесь. Так, генератор мы запустили. Так, что интересно в этой комнатке-то? Опять записка.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Ай. О, дробовичок. Другое дело. Блин, надо попробовать джойстик все-таки поценить. Я думаю, джойстиком будет поудобнее управление, чем на клавиатуре с мышкой, блин. Да, так сойдет. Так, этот радиоведущий, тот мужичок, которого мы встретили на пароме. В очках старой пенсии. А вот он сейчас ведет вот эту ночную радиопередачу, как он говорил. Вот сейчас он трендит. Слушать мы его, конечно же, не будем. Так. А, там опять какие-то секреты.
night long if I weren't.
Дробовичок мощный, тем так. Что здесь больше нет?
You're on here. Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton. Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Так, Ойк уходит
At
с
first, I kept
страницы.
finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Блин, мне такое ощущение, что это до этой бензозаправки буду идти тут целую вечность.
Is second best. The famous dog is.
Save Heaven. Спроси Heaven. В английском особо не силен, учил французский, блин. Двое готовы. Телевизор на
I
бензоколонке.
stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Блин, все переполнено, как назло. Блин, неохота туда идти вообще. Блять, не увернулся. Уэйк лежит. Шериф.
The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Батарейки, батарейки, батарейки.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein.
Simple and as you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience. Oh no! Even with the engine takes to cool. Easy. Count your before this nice tool forgotten inside the engine has destroyed every car.
Фига себе, он бегает.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Так, ну стаки мы этого завалили. Стаки, хренаки. Вот она, бензозаправка, уже совсем осталось чуть-чуть.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Так,
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed.
Я уже быстро и так прочитал, пока он там.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Целую неделю.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's gone.
Заправки никого нет. 65-й ежегодный день оленя с 15 по 18 сентября. Игры, развлечения, лотереи, современные рыбаков, конкурс пирогов и неожиданное состязание, живая музыка для детей. Какой-то Чарли, фантастическим что-то каким-то хреном. Пропустите легендарный парад на день оленя. Да. День оленя. Вон телефон нашел.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Ну, наконец-то.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen.
I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like
В 70-х как раз
to the head.
календарь я видел там в этом здании.
Are you
Говорю,
okay?
еще старый год, 1970.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Да. А домика этого и нету.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night, and just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper, go to sleep, everything is alright. I close my eyes, then I
Так, ну все.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Ну что, дорогие друзья, как обещал, это буду по эпизодам, а завтра будет Watch Dogs 2. Постараюсь как раз сегодня вечером и завтра исправить эту ошибку. Завтра в 9 часов вечера Watch Dogs 2. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел, кому понравилось, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на мой канал, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте. Всем удачи и пока.